Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. So let's see where the market can move and how we can plan for tomorrow. Last day we have discussed after opening flat, as soon as cross the high we can plan to buy on here. But after opening flat there is no any buying signal. After opening flat immediately he reversal from here. And we also discussed 12,500 going to be important psychological support for the market. This range need to respect on here. You can see here after touching this level market start to bounce back on here and try to recover from here on that range. But end of the day market start to become negative price action on here. So how we can plan for tomorrow? First things, we need to consider the last trend of the market. So what is the last trend of the market? You can see here after touching this round level 12,750, market start to become selling pressure on here, and this is the initial price action for the selling side. So what should be the plan for tomorrow? Suppose market going to open flat for tomorrow. After opening flat, as soon as it cross 12,600, we are going to short the market first, and the target going to be 12,500. 12,500 already retested on here. After touching this, after reaching this level, then you need to see the price on that to be in lower time frame. 5-minute time frame we can consider to see the price on. If it is instead of making higher high, then we can plan to book our profit. If it is not, then we can hold our position till 12,400, 12,450. This is the fresh support level, so market can come down from till that range. So the price we need to see after touching 12,500, but the condition after opening flat 12,600 need to be closed. Closing is very important because market is right now is complete on uptrend. On uptrend market, always see the wait for candle closing. If it is candle closing, then it could be the confirmation for the selling. So 12,600 going to be important support for the market. If after opening flat any candle closing that to be in 50-minute time frame, we can plan to sell first, and 12,500 going to be our first target. If there is no any sign for the reversal trend, we can hold for 12,450 and even 12,400, because this range are fresh support. Market can come down for the retest for tomorrow if any negative scenario. This is our first plan. In one condition we can plan to buy that to be in gap up 12,750, 760 in this range. If directly open the gap up, as soon as cross the high, we can plan to buy with a small quantity, because 12,800 still is a fresh resistance. 750, 850, 12,850, 900. This range going to be resistance for the market. So we are not going to plan aggressively buying side. If it is buying market, if it is buying after opening gap up, if it is in buying, we can plan to buy with a small quantity. But the condition going to be this swing need to be crossed. This swing need to be crossed. As soon as it cross, we can plan to buy. If it is negative market, we need a candle closing for the confirmation. If it is buying market, as soon as it cross, we can plan to buy. So in this condition, after opening flat, as soon as it cross the high, you can plan to buy for tomorrow, but with a small quantity, because as we saw 12,800, 850 and 900 might be the resistance, might be the first and fresh resistance for tomorrow. So I hope you understand the point, friends. And if anything gap down directly, which is 12,500, then let the market decide where he wants to go, because already profit will be gone from our hands. It after opening gap down, it can be continued for the selling side, or even it can be reversed from the upside. So both the chances can be happen only after opening the gap down. So after anything gap down, we have to see the price on first, that to be in 5-minute time frame. So I hope you understand all of my point, friends. So let's see how we can plan on S&P 500. Last day we also discussed that S&P 500 doesn't have enough range to move on upside. So if you want to planning to buy, better to plan on Nasdaq. And you can see after opening flat, immediately he reversal from here and try to recover on upside. So there's a trend line market was maintaining the whole day. If I draw the line here, it's a completely trend line, but end of the day market break the trend line and take the support, and it start to become negative on here. That's a negative, look like a negative scenario for might be for tomorrow. So after opening flat, as soon as it break the low, we can plan to short market, and 4,100 is a round level. Our target going to be till that range, and the stop loss going to be 10 to 15 point. 10 to 15 point going to be your stop loss. So if it is 10 to 15 point, means 10 into your quantity size. So don't plan aggressively to short or planning to trade aggressively in the market. Just to understand the price and how market move, how price work. So after closing this range, after opening flat, you can planning to short on here, and 4100 going to be our first target, because this is a round level market can respect on here. You can see market become bounce back on here. So this is our first target going to be on here for tomorrow. So anything gap up which is above 4150 on 60 after opening gap up, as soon as it cross the high, we can plan to buy for tomorrow. Similar 10 to 15 point going to be our stop loss, and 1 is going to be our target. So if anything gap down, we need to ignore the trade, because if anything gap down, it will going to be confused. Maybe it will be selling first, immediately it can reverse, because this range going to be important support for S&P 500. So if anything gap down, we need to ignore the trade on for S&P 500. If anything gap up, we can plan to buy for tomorrow. If anything, if any this swing as soon as it break, we can short for tomorrow also. Stop loss is compulsory in the market. 10 to 15 point going to be stop loss on here. I hope you understand all of my point, friends. So let's see which stock we can take a trade for tomorrow. ExxonMobil Corporation is the stock that we can plan to take a trade on here. As you can see here, after psychological level $100 market do not able to sustain and aggressively selling pressure on here. So as soon as it cross the low 95, as soon as it cross the 95, we can plan to short for tomorrow. And generally you can see here there's a breakout, right? First time resistance respect, then seller sell again, and second time respect, then it's a breakout. In generally in breakout trade market, after breakout it's try to retest on that range, then it generally move on a higher side. So this is how we can plan. After opening flat for tomorrow 95, as soon as it cross, we can plan to sell for tomorrow. $2 going to be stop loss, and 1:2 going to be our target. And it's look like 92 $2, it could be it can be come down, because this is the actual support for the market. So I hope you understand all of my point, friends. If you understand, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, friends, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and thank you very much.